Immigration is one of the biggest and most divisive issues in the United Kingdom today, and increasingly across much of the world. Whether we're talking about legal immigration, illegal immigration, or asylum seekers, emotions run high. People are frustrated, angry, and worried about the future, but I believe much of the anger is being directed at the wrong people. Let me ask you a simple question. If you lived in a country where opportunities were limited, where life was harder, where your future looked uncertain, and you knew that by travelling to another country, you could potentially build a better life for yourself and your family, would you go? Be honest. Because I think most people would. That doesn't make someone evil. It doesn't make them a criminal. It doesn't make them a bad person. It makes them human. The real question is not why people come. The real question is why our systems, laws, and governments allow or encourage situations that so many people are unhappy with. Too often, the debate becomes focused on ordinary people who are simply trying to improve their circumstances, while far less attention is given to the politicians and policies responsible for managing immigration in the first place. And another thing we need to remember is that immigrants are not one group. They are individuals. Some have different skin colours, some follow different religions, some have different traditions, cultures, beliefs, and backgrounds, but they are still human beings. Just like you, just like me. Like every group in society, there are good people and bad people. There are hardworking people and lazy people. There are honest people and dishonest people. No group has a monopoly on virtue, and no group has a monopoly on wrongdoing. The mistake we make is when we judge millions of people based on the actions of a few. That is where division begins, and division is everywhere. Every day we are encouraged to pick sides, blame one another, and focus our frustration on people who often have little control over the wider system. Instead of constantly asking who to hate, perhaps we should be asking who created the policies, who made the decisions, and who benefits from keeping people divided. My message is simple. Stop hating entire groups of people. Stop assuming that someone is your enemy because they look different, believe different things, or come from somewhere else. Think for yourself. Question what you're told. Analyze information critically. Look beyond headlines, slogans, and social media outrage. Most importantly, treat people as individuals rather than stereotypes. Because if we continue fighting each other, nothing changes. The real solutions come from understanding problems properly, addressing policies honestly, and refusing to let division define us. And finally, whenever statistics, reports, or evidence are presented to us, we should always apply critical thinking. That doesn't mean rejecting information simply because we disagree with it. It means asking questions. How was the data collected? What context might be missing? What assumptions have been made? Critical thinking isn't about believing everything. It's also not about disbelieving it either. It's about examining the evidence, considering different perspectives, and reaching conclusions based on reason rather than emotion. That's something we should all do more often. Thank you.